What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about why your melodies sound so basic, and then we're also going to be going over a simple little step that you can take to change that immediately and spice them the hell up so that they start sounding more professional right away. So if you guys are ready for this one, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so you probably have a basic melody laid down, just like I have here. I have some bells with some basic notes being played here, so you might have something like this going already. And that sounds super cool and everything, right? We could totally go on from there and keep making a melody and filling it up, adding different instruments and things like that. But this is super generic right here, and this is something that pretty much anybody could come up with, right? So let's talk about a way that we can make it so that nobody else can really replicate it. And that's going to be layering, okay? So when we're doing layering, we can use different instruments. You can do two or more, usually just two, but we pick another instrument and we use the same exact MIDI on that instrument. Now, you could use different octaves of the same exact MIDI, like maybe it's an octave higher or an octave lower, or maybe we even keep it the same. So that's something to think about. Another thing to think about is you could use another bell sound. Like right here, we're already using a bell. So we could go and find another bell sound that maybe sounds a little bit different. Maybe the notes are longer than these, or maybe they're shorter. Maybe they have more transients and things like that. Or we could use a completely different sound altogether. So these are some different ways that you can layer it together. And now let's look at how I would do this one. So I actually already have another instrument picked out here. And what is this actually? Let's take a look here. So this is a pluck. So pretty much right around the same lines as the bell, but this pluck sounds very interesting and I thought it sounded really well with the bells. So if we just go ahead and copy over this and we start playing it, it's going to sound like this. And as you can see, we just completely changed the sound. We added more depth to it. It just became bigger. It just did a lot for us. So that sounds cool and all, but I do want to change up the notes that we're using. I think we're going to put this one up an octave higher, so let's do that. So I just went ahead and took the same exact notes and just did it up an octave higher. So it's going to be playing at the same exact time, same exact notes. It's just going to be in the higher frequency range compared to the bells in there. So now when we play them back together, epic. So how much better does that sound than this? Let's add it back again. We just completely transformed that sound and made it sound so much better. Sound. Can't say it enough. So guys, and then you could even meld these together, right? This is literally as simple as it gets here. Some things that you can do from here is literally maybe you want to take the lows from one of them and the highs from another. So let's say we wanted to take more of the lower tones from this one and more of the higher tones from this one. What we could do is in this EQ, we could chop out most of the lows here. So now we just literally have all the highs in this one. And maybe we do the exact opposite thing on the other one. So let's do that really quick. Let's switch over. And we can do the exact opposite thing here. And then you could mix those together and make it one sound. So let's do that really quick. It's not even starting to sound like it's two different instruments now, right? It's starting to sound like it's one sound. And then obviously as you add some more effects on it, maybe some reverbs, maybe put some compressors on them, do different things like that, it's going to make them stick together and glue together even more. And you're basically coming up with your own sound just by mixing a couple different ones together. Okay guys, so that's literally the trick. Just take a couple different sounds, layer them together using the same exact notes. You don't even have to come up with anything different. It's really, really simple. It's really all about sound selection at this point. So yeah, you just layer the sounds together. You could use plugins to mix them together, or you could just use different EQ ranges to go ahead and make this like pretty much one sound from multiple. and you're gonna get some crazy combinations, and literally the possibilities are endless. Alright guys, and besides that, that's gonna wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and make sure to smash a like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, because we're uploading videos like this all the time that you're not gonna wanna miss out on. Also, leave a comment in the video below. I just want to know, have you used this before? Have you layered sounds together? And how did it go for you? Let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about that and talk with you about that. But anyways, guys, I'll be catching you all again in the next one. Peace out.